Shalom, shalom. Kal halal yamla Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Machakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well within this ministry and taught us this a Motb, which is the truth. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that preach this truth throughout the four corners of the globe, risking their lives and freedom to do so. Amen. Shalom, shalom. All right. And it's the brother Shamari Zaab coming back with another lesson from the GMS Cleveland camp. Lord willing to be edifying and exhorting. Okay. Going into another Motb update. All right. And we're going to keep pushing it because it's major prophecy. All right. It's major prophecy, and we've been given a charge to feed the sheep. All right. We've been given a charge to give them warning. All right. Whether they hear or forbear. So we're going to do that. You know, until these things come to pass, we're going to keep flooding. We're going to keep flooding YouTube with these lessons, you know, going into major prophecies. So once again, this is a Motb update. All right, which the Motb, the MARKOFTHEBEAST is the RFID microchip. All right. Which RFID stands for radio frequency identification device. So this is an article, man, going into another milestone achieved by Elon Musk and his company, the Neurolink. So I'm gonna read it, man. It says Tesla Rady is the article, is the name of the thing. All right, but it says Elon Musk, Musty, Neuralink posts massive update with new milestone. This is the first time Neuralink has successfully implanted 2 patients in a single day. All right, now this was published 2 days ago on July 21st, 2025. And beloved elder Chazakia Allah, you know, from the Mississippi camp, beloved elder, he did a lesson on this, you know, and it's a beautiful lesson. But yeah, they moving closer. They getting closer. The Lord is putting a spirit on these devils to further update their technology so that prophecy could be fulfilled concerning this Motb. All right. So you're seeing Esau advance in his digital system. Why? Because prophecy needs to be fulfilled. It says, Musky Neuralink has posted a massive update with a new milestone that puts the company's progress into perspective. See, another thing too, as we get closer and closer to Jacob's trouble, Esau Edom, he's going to boast in his pride. The wicked is going to boast in Salakim. The wicked in their pride is going to boast their heart's desire. And that's what they're doing. The closer and closer we get to Jacob's trouble, Esau Edom, the Lord's going to put the spirit on him to advance in his technology. You know, and the Lord's going to put the spirit on him, all right, to show his horns even more, to be a devil even more. Right? Because of Revelation 12:12. Okay, he's going to come down having great wrath because he has but a short time. See, right now, he's coming with a smile on his face, but behind his back is a sword. Right now, he's reaching out the hand in the name of conveniency. Right now, he's trying to pose as if he's for the people, as if he's, you know, the one that's making civilization better, you know. But in actuality, this is going to make things and matters worse. It says, over the past few years, we have seen tremendous strides in Neuralink's capabilities. Now, the company has completed a new first, bringing more hope to the future of this revolutionary technology, right? So this revolutionary technology that they're speaking about is going to change human society for the rest of eternity. And how is that going to happen? It's through transhumanism. You know, they're planning on mixing this technology, mixing machine with man, mixing man with machine. And in turn, what is that going to do? Is going to give Esau full control of the people. Right now, Esau does not have full control of the people. And it's going to make him seem as if he's the Most High, right? He's going to try to portray himself as if he's the creator. And he has, you know, power and all knowledge. But it's all fabricated through his technology, you know. So that's his future for the revolutionary technology. That's his plan for the future. Real quick, this is Revelation chapter 13, and I'm gonna just grab the point, verse 16. It says, "He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." See, eventually, they want everybody to be Neurolinked up with this brain C-hip. All right, even that tiny technology is going to that Neuralink, that brain Neuralink, is going to turn into a small grain of rice like device, man, that's going to be inserted within you. And he's going to want everybody globally to take it, you know, and it's going to be the new form of currency. So everybody's going to have to take it in order to participate in society, in order to be able to still sustain yourself in this life, which is wicked, man. This devil is giving you a wicked ultimatum. Either you going to bow the knee to me and become transhumanized, you know, and basically become a member, a badge member, a stamped badge member of the anti-Hamashiach, or you don't eat. You don't buy and sell. You can't support yourself. You're going to have to live off the grid, which in turn is going to be impossible because he's going to take away all the resources you need to survive. Esau has the scriptures say we should go to him for one of all things, man. So if he switch up the system, right, then people are going to be without. They're going to go to him for the one of all things, man. And then he's going to prescribe this Motb, right, which makes you an enemy against the Most High. So it says, he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that's what he's doing right now. These different test runs, these trials that he's using on people. They're talking about they just treated 2 patients, all right, with the Neurolink in 1 day. You know, so they're trying to hurry up in advance and getting these people C-hip, right? The Apostle Tahar said all the time in Switzerland, you got thousands of people with the C-hip. In Australia, you probably got hundreds of people with the C-hip, if not thousands. But it's going to be a mass number. It's going to increase the more when this shit becomes mandatory, all right? It says, and he called right now, he's preparing the people to receive it. These different waves and different new eras of technology is getting you people ready for what he's about to do. You know, once again, when the C-19 was a thing, what did he do? He issued out mandates. He shut down companies. He shut down jobs. He shut down corporations. He gave out curfews. He shut down the city. All right. There was a scarcity of food. Food was being rationed amongst the people. You know, if you didn't have that juicy juice, you couldn't even go into establishments. You couldn't go into a restaurant. You couldn't go into certain grocery stores. You couldn't go into certain places. You know, so how much more when it becomes detrimental, where it's mandatory, and you have to take that C-hip. Everything is being digitalized. Everything that was manual is now being turned digital. Everything that was DIY, do it yourself, you know, use your own brain, use your own hands, is now being turned into digital. It can be done for you. You don't have to do anything, you know. So he's already preparing you people to get down with his new program and to take that C-hip. He's getting you people used to being pricked, to being the cutting of the flesh. He's getting you people prepared, getting you people used to being controlled, being surveillanced heavily. He's getting you people used to certain rights being taken away from you, right? With the big beautiful bill that Esau just prescribed, using the face of Trump. So these are the ways that Esau is causing all the people, all right, to get ready to take this Motb. And then when it becomes mandatory, he's going to physically, all right, enforce it upon you. And that's going to be part of his great wrath. That's going to be him coming down with his great wrath. He's going to use his military might. He's going to use his UN forces. He's going to use the Hungarian dialect, order out of chaos. You create the chaos and then create a solution. That's what he's doing, man. These are the works of Satan. It says, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, right? So you're not going to be able to buy or sell. Buying and selling is what gives you your daily bread. All right? Buying and selling is what makes the world go round. Even in the ancient world, you had merchants. You had people that people that had professions and trading certain goods, you know, buying and selling, revenue. But if you can't do that, all right, then you're not going to be able to eat. You're not going to be able to clothe yourself. You're not going to be able to support yourself. All right, mentally, you're going to decay. You're going to become idle, you know? Your hygiene, your physical body's going to decay because you're not replenishing your body with certain nutrients, food and water and drink that you need to survive, man. Your mind, and eventually that's going to play tricks on your mind, and your mind, the health of your mind is going to deteriorate. So this is Esau defrauding the poor, man. All right, this is Esau taking the bread away from the needy. And in turn, making you a complete slave, making you a transhuman slave unto him, making you a robot unto him, man. All right. Now, going back into this article, it says Neuralink's third brain C-hip chip patient shares first video edited with BCI. I'm not going to play that. Just have to throw that out there too, because it's in the article. All right. I'm going to continue on. It says Neuralink revealed in an update on Monday morning that it has officially completed 2 implants in a single day, with patient 8 and 9 both receiving devices over the past weekend. Both participants are recovering well and in great spirits, the company said in a short update. See how they're trying to make it seem like this is a light thing? See how they're trying to make it seem like it's convenient, it's safe? Yeah, we just treated 2 patients in one day, all right, over the weekend, and they're recovering well, and they're in great spirits, right? This is all deceit. This is all the smooth words of Esau Edom. Matter of fact, let me grab that too. All right, this is Psalms 58, because that's what he's going to use to butter you people up into willfully taking it. You know, because that's what he's going to do. He's going to roll out with a conveniency, all right, and his deceptive words to basically persuade you to go out there and get it. You know, or this is the new fad. This is the new way of life. Get hip to this. You ain't up on this. You know how Jake is. You gotta make it fancy. All these different features that it got that you could do. You know. Then not only that, he's gonna make it seem even more convenient if you have certain ailments. All right, and this article is gonna go into that. But let me grab the scripture real quick. And then you're going to have pushback. You're going to have certain Edomites and certain people, certain Jakes who going to go against that shit. All right. And they know that it's the Motb because of the prophets. And you got certain people that's going to protest, that's going to push back. And that's when Esau will come with that great wrath, with that sword. All right, he's going to enforce it upon you niggas, man. It's in Psalms chapter 58. And, it's probably 55, Salaki. Oh my goodness. Psalms 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. Meaning this a smooth devil, man. All right, you got to remember, even in the garden, he was more subtle than any other beast of the field. Meaning Esau, he was more crafty, more cunning, all right, more sly than any other nation amongst us, man. All right? And through his words, you know, that's how he get you buttered up. That's how he, you know, put you in hope. That's how he persuades you, you know. That's how he basically gets you to put, that's how he gets you to put your own neck in that noose. And once you put your neck in that noose, then he gonna drop it and hang your ass, man. Metaphorically speaking. But it says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words are softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Right. Esau Edom, he gets you, he butters you up through his deceitful words. Okay? Through his you know, the way he speak, the way his body language and all of that shit, and the tone of his voice, and how he go crouching, you know, and how he humbling himself to try to get you to trust him. Just like how he did the northern tribes, man. All right, how he did Gad. He talked peaceable words with them. Showed, try to make it seem like he was in need. All right, tried to gain their trust. He was softer to them, real soft, you know. And then what he did, they ended up drawing swords, because in their heart, in their mind, the whole time was to do what? Kill, destroy, and take over. To shed blood and to take over, man. To conquer. And that's what they did to Northern Kingdom, to possess this land that they got. All right? And they're about to do it again, all right, through this Motb. Right? So that's what's going on. Esau Edom, he's casting a stumbling block before you people to get you to take this Motb, preparing the minds of you people, so when it comes out, you will take it. All right? So that he could do what? He could further conquer you niggas, man. So he could further have a higher seat in his position. Basically trying to overthrow the throne of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. All right? And you Israelites, you tribes, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American are the main targets. Because he wants to basically overthrow and consume the whole nation of Israel, you know, so his rulership could last forever. That's what his goal is, man. Going back to the article, right? It says it says it did not disclose which day the surgeries were completed, but it did state explicitly that they both occurred the same day. And this could be a lie. This could be a lie. Both of those patients could have been treated with the shit on 2 different occasions, 2 different days, you know. But it could be the truth too, because the Lord put the spirit on this devil to increase in knowledge, you know, and to basically further advance his technology for prophecy's sake. All right. But continuing on, this is the point. This is where it gets good. All right. It says Muskie said that Neuralink's capabilities could do life-changing good for ultimately millions, maybe billions of people. See, once again, those smooth words, that conveniency, that deceit that he's using to basically get the minds of the people to go into his way, you know, to be on his side to take that C-hip, to get down and worship the beast in his image. It says right now it is being used to help combat life-altering diseases such as ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, as well as cervical spinal cord injuries. So that's his way of conveniency, is softening the people up. His words being smoother than butter. Oh no, right now we're using this technology to help the public, to help the people. You know, if you have ailments, you have ALS, you may be blind, you may be paralyzed, you may be dumb to the point you can't speak, or you have a speech impediment, you may be you may have a mental illness, you may have whatever illness it is, you may be deaf, whatever you have. This, if you take this Neurolink, if you take this tiny technology, it could make you, it could basically do away with your ailments and make you better, a better human than you were created to be. That's basically what this devil was saying, man. Right? And he said, right now, this is being used to treat ailments. And that's just a deceit. That's just deceitful. They're using certain people with ailments as lab rats, as test runs, to see if this, to further advance their tiny technology. Ain't no telling how many people got even more fucked up. Ain't no telling how many people then died through these different tests and experiments they using these people to further advance in their Neurolink, man. Ain't no telling. They're not gonna put that in the public, you know? They only gonna put the good stuff in there to deceive you people. So Esau Edom, through his technology, now he's trying to get you people to believe in him, man, to trust in him again. All right, that he could do these different miracles and wonders. So now they're going to worship him. They're going to worship his system. Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. And it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Right? And these different miracles that he's doing is through his technology. All right? When you jump up a verse, it talks about how he made fire come down from heaven. Speaking about how he was able to split the atom, and the Lord put the spirit on this devil to come up with nuclear warfare, nuclear missiles, nuclear arsenal, okay, to make fire come down from heaven. Basically, your atomic bombs, nuclear bombs, which now in turn has turned into missiles. You got Satan II missiles, heat-seeking missiles, all right? Missiles that got technology that it's impossible for them to miss their mark. Missiles that could follow you, you know? Missiles that exit the atmosphere and re-enter the atmosphere. This devil has advanced in his arsenal and technology, okay, to the point where he's able to do artificial miracles, artificial wonders through his technology, man. Which, once again, the Lord allowed this devil to do this for prophecy's sake. This is a device, all right, that is going to be used to basically destroy Esau and his kingdom. This is the Lord taking him in his own devices, all right? But the verse above talks about how he made fire come down from heaven, you know, and through that, you know, Hiroshima, you know, and Nagasaki, you know, where he fucked up, what was that, Motb, Ammon and them over there, you know, and he put all the nations in fear. He put all the nations in fear through his arsenal, because nobody had that. He was the only one that had that, man. Okay. But now everybody has nuclear, you know, all these nations got nuclear missiles, you know. So now he's coming with these different Neurolinks, brain chips, you know, C-hips. And what are they going to do? Exactly what E. Muskie is talking about in these articles. Oh yeah, if you have ALS, it's going to treat you. You know, it's going to make you way more advanced than a regular human being, a regular civilian. All right. If you're a paraplegic, you'll be able to walk again. So you'll be able to walk with your children, walk your dog, participate in certain things that you were deprived of because of your ailments. And in turn, the people are going to be in hope, and they're going to be deceived, and they're going to walk in that way of darkness, man, and take that C-hip and worship this beast system. Let me finish this out. It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which hath the wound by a sword and did live. Right? And that's America, because America is the image of Rome all over again. This place is Rome all over again, man. Right down to the political system, the Senate House. All right. And, you know, you having a Congress of people you choose. Every year you elect a new leader, or every 4 years you elect a new leader, and you got the Senate House, and they got to pass this law through this body of government, and this they got to pass. That all derives from Rome, man. Down to the architecture of this place, it all derives from Rome. The different coliseums, your different stadiums. All right, the different sport entertainment system, the different ideologies and philosophies, mythologies, and idol worship. All that shit stems from Rome, man. Okay, so this place is Rome all over again. When Rome fell, it was built back up through America. You know, and now America is over exceeding Rome through what? Through Esau having the blessing of the sword. And he's advancing in that technology. He's using technology as a sword into you people, man. Once again, he's building different robots to basically police the cities. He's doing all type of shit with his technology to further destroy you people, man, and to further gain control. Let me go back. Salaki if I'm all over the place, but I'm gonna finish out this article. It says, eventually Neurolink could resolve things like anxiety, depression, and blindness, among many other ailments. So that's basically how they're trying to soften you people up, okay, to worship the beast. So when this MOTB comes out, you people will take it, man. All right? And once you take that MOTB, ain't no repentance for that shit. Only thing coming your way is judgment, death, and fire. Matter of fact, let me grab this. It's Revelation 16:1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your way and pour out the vials of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth. And what are these vials? They're judgments, they're plagues that's going to be poured out on the earth during the last days, the last of the last days, during Jacob's trouble. And we're seeing the beginning of sorrows right now. It says, verse 2, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sword upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. So guess what? Those who worship the image, you may not take the tiny technology, but you worship this system. You worship America. You've trusted in this place. You made America your covering, whether you do it directly or indirectly, through your job, through the philosophies, whatever it may be, through the Moism, whatever lifestyle you chose to live, it was prescribed by Esau to get you to worship him. And the majority of you niggas that worship this place is gonna take that MOTB, so that you can maintain your life, right? So you can maintain your livelihood in this place, man. Because these niggas don't see anything else outside of how Esau got the world ran. All right, so look, if you take that MOTB, that tiny technology, the Lord said a grievous sword is going to fall upon you. right? Which is a cancer. When you go into this word sore, all right, let's try that again. You go into this word sore, right? It says helkos, a wound producing a discharge, pus, a sore, an ulcer. All right, and you go into Strong's definition, it says an ulcer. So if you take that tiny technology, the radiation frequencies is going to emit throughout your body, which the radiation, the way the Lord made the human body and the radiation, it don't go together. All right, so therefore it's going to cause a cancer within the body. All right, just like people who have cancer already and they go through radiation chemotherapy, that chemotherapy emits a large amount of radiation in the body that penetrates and kills wherever the cancer is at. But in turn, what does it do? It makes the body 10 times more weaker than what the cancer was fucking doing, man. So how much more when you have actual technology, actual device constantly emitting and constantly pushing out radiation every time you use it, man. So hey, a lot of people gonna be dying, man, because they took that Motb. A lot of people gonna be falling sick because they took that Motb, man. All right. And another thing too, the Lord is gonna send them missiles on your ass. That's the ultimate judgment for those who worship the beast and those who take the tiny technology. The Lord is gonna send them missiles on your ass, and that fire is gonna burn you, man. As it says in Zechariah 14:12, how your flesh gonna melt from off your body, your eyes gonna melt from out your eye sockets, your tongue gonna melt from out your mouth. The only thing that could do that and still keep you alive to feel yourself burning is the radiation and the spirit that's gonna be in that fire, okay, from that lake of fire, man. Then you gotta remember the chariots is gonna be add to the fire too. And while you in that fire, your body gonna be skin boiling and blistered up, and and you still gonna be allowed to feel it because you're still gonna be standing on your feet. Your spirit's still gonna be in your body. So this is the judgment, man. And matter of fact, I'll close out on this. It's acting slow. This blue letter acting slow. Stop acting slow, man. All right, this is Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, so worshiping the beast in the image is one thing, right? It says, and receive his mark in his foreheads, and you receiving that mark is another thing. They work in unison, but still, you ain't no way around this judgment. That's the point. If you not worshiping Yahweh Shem Yahushua truth and sincerity, there's no way to escape this judgment. It says, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his head, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh. And that's metaphorically and poetically being said that you're going to drink the judgment of the Heavenly Father, right? Because wine is bitter. So this judgment is going to be a very, very, very bitter judgment. And you're going to have to drink that judgment down, man. All right? It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. So you're going to have to feel the judgment from the Lord's anger. And the Lord is angry with the wicked every day. So this judgment is going to be bitter. All right. And the scriptures also say that they should die. Death by pain, roughly paraphrasing Salakia. All right, and the scriptures say with them they do hurt. So this ain't just no, you get shot, you just got shot and then you die. A lot of niggas been shot before, man. Oh, I got shot here, I got stabbed up here, and all this glorifying all this shit, this bad shit that all these judgments the Lord put you through. I'm still here today. Well, guess what? These judgments, these missiles gonna leave your ass crispy, disintegrated into powder and dust, man. But before you turn into powder and dust, you're gonna feel yourself dying and melting from them nuclear missiles, man. Ain't gonna be no mercy with this judgment. Ain't gonna be the Lord, all right, let me let up a little bit. I can see he burning, he hurting a little, let me let up. No, ain't gonna be none of that shit, man. You gotta remember, man, these people still got the Lord's blood on their hands. They said Caesar was their king, man. They denied Yahweh Shai over Barnabas. They chose Barnabas and denied Yahweh Shai. They said Caesar was our king, man. They didn't make Yahweh Shai their king. They made Caesar their king. And they're doing the same shit today, man. By refusing the prophets and the counsel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and continuing to trust in Esau in this society, in this beast system, man. It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So you're going to be embarrassed. We're going to watch you. That's embarrassment to die like that and to be burnt like that, to a motherfucker screaming, burning, cursing and blaspheming. You know, burning. You know, crying out, begging the Lord for mercy. And we just gonna be watching their ass burn, man. And celebrating and rejoicing because it's righteous judgment, man. People gonna be ashamed and repenting while they burning. And we just gonna watch their ass, man. All right? And it's gonna rightfully so. Because the Lord said he gonna laugh and mock in their calamity, man. So, hey, man, Salakia, you know, spirit kind of riled me up. But, you know, yeah, man, another Motb update to this article. I'll read one more little paragraph. It says, its Link device also received FDA recognition for speech restoration earlier this year, marking a significant bit of progress in the program as it explores ways to cure ailments of various natures. So once again, man, this has been a Esau update. This devil, all right, he's moving closer and closer to fulfilling his new world order, which the Lord is not going to allow him to fulfill. All right, the scriptures is prophesied that the Lord was going to disappoint him. All right, so scriptures also say that the triumph of the wicked is short. So, hey, man, this devil know his time is short. He's trying to hurry up and spam the people with his beast system so that he can hurry up and, you know, do what the Lord prescribed him to do. Right? He's coming down with great wrath right now. He's coming down crouching. Right now, he's humbling himself, crouching, all right, to get you people to trust him. But, hey, man, this is, once again, Salakia, this has been an Motb update. Lord willing, an edifying and exhorting lesson, giving our glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Call Akim, stay strong in the spirit, increase every day, all right? And may Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai keep us from evil, man, that we may endure to the end to be saved. Shalom, shalom. On to the next one.